Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 uncovered Rocket's backstory in the MCU, revealing a tragic similarity to one of the franchise's most high-profile superheroes. In this video, I want to dig into this similarity and see where it takes us. But before we get into it, comment below who you think it could be, whilst I say hello guys and gals. I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, released on May 5th, 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 marked the final adventure for the original cosmic team as they set out to save Rocket's life and defeat the High Evolutionary. While the Guardians' present-day mission was full of twists and turns, flashbacks explored Rocket's origin story and introduced his childhood friends, though this story ended in tragedy when Rocket escaped from the High Evolutionary's clutches, perfectly mirroring the MCU's debut project. For his final project with Marvel Studios, James Gunn wanted to explore Rocket's backstory in the MCU, following his reveal on Twitter that Rocket had always been the secret protagonist of the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Audiences were gifted an in-depth look at Rocket's childhood, his enhancements at the hands of the High Evolutionary, and the early bonds he made with fellow experiments Lila, Teefs, and Floor. Rocket's intelligence was also put into focus as he soon created a key to release them from their cages. While this didn't end well for Rocket's friends, the Raccoon's escape from the High Evolutionary's prison called back to one major MCU hero. The MCU kicked off in 2008 with the release of Iron Man, which opened with Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark being taken captive by a faction of the Ten Rings in Afghanistan. With the help of his new ally Ho Yinsen, and despite being imprisoned in a remote cave, Stark was able to build a miniaturized arc reactor to save his life, and then his prototype Iron Man armor using scrap from his own dismantled weapons. This proved Stark's genius, inventiveness, and initiative, as he used his Mark I Iron Man armor to escape his prison and would go on to refine his design. This sequence of events was mirrored in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, as Rocket was able to quickly piece together a working keycard able to open the doors of his and his friends' cages. Throughout Rocket's various interactions with the High Evolutionary, he had been collecting small pieces of what seemed to be junk metal and hiding them within his cage, patiently waiting for the right time to piece them together. Avengers Endgame saw Rocket and Stark bond over their shared genius, so the fact that both of their MCU stories started with a very similar prison escape is another wonderful connection shared between this unlikely pair. While the means of escape was similar in Iron Man and Guardians Volume 3, Stark and Rocket's new lease of life came at the cost of their friends. In Stark's case, Yinsen sacrificed himself to buy time to complete their work, while in Rocket's case, Lila was killed by the High Evolutionary and Teefs and Floor were caught in the crossfire. Both Stark and Rocket got their punches in, however, as Stark injured Raza, the leader of the Ten Rings, and Rocket mauled the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. In this regard, it seems Rocket and Iron Man share a deeper connection than just intelligence. What do you guys think? Did you figure out the connection? And would you ever want to see an Iron Man-Rocket duo pairing in a movie? Let me know below.